Right. Hey everyone, welcome back to another Career Gossip Podcast episode. This is episode number 45. We're gonna have a brief, a very brief catch up, and then we're gonna get right into it. Um, so yeah, um, we have un probably let me check. Obviously, we're not gonna get through all of them today. We've got one, two, three,
The
six.
reason why is because we need to do a hurried up because I am
Yeah,
not only am I late, I am also the one who said that I needed to be strict on time today,
yeah, that's fine.
which is fucking absurd. But there is yeah,
Yeah.
not going to go into it because it's none of the listeners' fucking business. But I have to
No,
go and find a boyfriend on a station somewhere.
yeah.
Um,
We have, I've saved seven, well, we've got about nine articles, but I'm going to reduce it down to, I'm going to pick two to three, maybe four articles, maybe between two, and I'll save
yeah,
the rest for our next episode where we will be covering topics, which will be episode 47, because obviously episode 46 will be something else. So
yeah.
yeah,
Uh, if we can find a queer angle on the butterfly effect, that would help me a lot.
yeah, I'll be
I have
happy
no
to
idea
do that.
fucking how, but like it's Jesus fucking Christ, that was a bad idea.
Yeah,
Uh, for
yeah,
anyone wondering about that, and you're going to see the setup like as soon as I put on the camera. I'm naked right now, that's why I don't have any picture. Uh, I want to be a porn star, but not that badly. But uh, I'm kind of out of it because today I have spent 5 hours. And I know it was 5 hours because I edited them all together into one film. I've spent 5 hours sitting on the floor watching the worst film I've ever seen in my entire life and its sequel. Multiple. There are two sequels. Uh, I've been watching The Butterfly Effect on a CRTV monitor on my fucking floor because I'm a fucking idiot. And I did it in a marathon where I w wasn't allowed to like do anything, and I recorded it all because I wanted to use it because I'm doing a video essay thingy on this piece of shit. But like, and I wanted to do, and I'm going to have to do it again. The footage is fucking unusable. I'm not even in frame.
yeah, that's annoying. Yeah,
Do you know what's the worst part is?
no, what?
It's because I blocked the scene, like I set up everything, and then I like moved one pillow, and that was the one that I had like that's where I'm supposed to be sitting. So my arm was out of frame the entire. So like my arm was the only thing in frame for the entire fucking like 5 hours.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I
Annoying.
genuinely might. I
Yeah.
genuinely thought I would like go out and murder someone. Um,
Yeah.
but like no, I'm going to have to do it again.
Yeah.
But like it will be easier because now I know what I'm getting myself into. Like I had no idea how little I would want to continue when the first film fucking ended. Like, yeah, it's the worst film I've ever seen in my entire fucking life, but like, Jesus fucking Christ, I was like, and I had edited it so there was no subtitles, there was no credits or anything. There was just um, end shot straight to beginning shot of the first one, of this next one.
Uh, yeah. Um.
So that's my that like I'm off of work for this week if you couldn't tell. Max is off of work, so she does drugs and does weird art shit and tortures herself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Um.
but yeah, how have you been?
um. Uh. Where do I start?
I've seen you like getting into it with the Mary Sue. I would have like Jesus fucking Christ, I would have like joined in if it hadn't been that like the world fucking ended and I had to like I put my job on the line to save a student.
Yeah. Um,
By like
no, it was probably for the best that you didn't get
yeah, and
involved
also like
because
I told her that I'm done with you now. Consider
yeah.
doing what I tell you in the gifts. And I just did that for a few times, and then she's like, consider not being angry. And at that point, I was actually angry, and I was like, yeah, you made me angry.
Yeah.
Congratulations, fuck nuggets. Guess what I do then? I drop you like a fucking hot potato, you bitch muppet.
uh,
God
yeah.
damn, she's thick.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. She ended
I
up
mean, you've had more interaction with her. I had my two nightmare hours, which I thought were fucking hilarious. I love how she thinks that I'm so fucking mad in them, but if you listen back to it, I'm like polite most of the time, and I'm like laughing with her.
yeah,
I'm not even that mean.
yeah,
What's the worst thing I said? You're worthless. Congratulations, I tell my fucking boyfriend that.
yeah, yeah. Um, I'm very aware that she'll more than likely listen to this, which I don't really give a fuck because I blocked her on Twitter now because I've had enough of it. Um, she did her usual, spirit misinformation. I corrected her twice. Um,
Which is like impressive. Like,
and then she ended up calling me the N word, but instead of using the N word, she used she used a she used another variation of that word by
yeah, yeah,
using nibber, Nibba, instead of the N word, which is fun. Um,
yeah,
accused me of being racist, but a bunch of false assumptions.
yeah. Well, like that goes hand in hand. Like,
Yeah, she accused me of being scared of you.
yeah, we
She
live on
said
the
that
same fucking continent.
yeah, she said
Like technically.
I yeah, she said that that I'm apparently hiding behind you. But
What?
like yeah, anyway,
She was the one who wouldn't like.
yeah, anyway,
Also, she was the one who didn't do a fucking research on who she stepped into the fucking ring with.
yeah,
She
basically
followed me
yeah,
prior to
basically
our debate.
yeah, basically someone I'm assuming they follow her or might have been a troll chimed in accusing me of lying. So basically this person asked me to share because I said I have notes. She asked me to share them, which I did. I said if I remember, I'll show them. And you can obviously go when you have time. You can go into my Twitter and you'll find it. So I did like 5 threads of share my notes.
I don't know why she thinks we're the same person.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I don't really give a fuck. Which and obviously, surprise, surprise, Mary had a problem. So in the end,
Like she's still talking to me about you chiming in, and like first and foremost, you said that at the start,
yeah,
and secondly,
um,
I'm not your fucking
yeah,
I'm not your fucking conscience. I'm not a cricket on your fucking shoulder. You.
yeah.
But yeah, that was funny.
Um,
Uh,
so yeah, I reached out to Sophie, um, like, um, and I said, what do I do? Should I block her or shall I leave her be? She said, block her because the Mary Sue has also been stalking Sophie as well.
oh yeah, of course she fucking has.
Um, so yeah, I blocked her. So that was fun.
Yeah,
What else happened?
yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
going to do like a. I'm going to do at some point. I'm going to do a breakdown of why I won that fucking discussion.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. We could leave that for another episode at some point.
that will be next episode. That's what we're talking about. That's our culture.
Yeah.
Me
Um.
dissecting a fucking debate.
Yeah. For someone else, in a weird way, in the beginning, she was like talking about her PMS, PMDDD, um, saying that trans women don't go through PMS or whatever. I can't fucking remember. Um, I ended up fact checking her, and then in a weird way, and it happened again, folks. She misgendered me. Like, okay, at this, do you know something? At this point, I might as well get a fucking tattoo saying,
Yeah.
if you misgender me, carry on misgendering me because it's only making you
I'm genuinely
look like a
starting to
fool.
think you're trans.
They must do at this point. I mean,
Yeah. I'm convinced now.
like,
This is
oh
my
yeah,
deep state conspiracy. Um,
I should put a photo on Twitter saying a photo of my clavicles and like, oh, surf's alright, I must be trans. I mean, look at my clavicles,
can I just
fucking
can I
dickhead.
give you a little card that allows you to do like one of those bullshit drag outfits that like Steven Crowder and shit does? I would genuinely pay fucking money for to see that.
I mean, I could probably put it off better than them.
Oh yeah, but I want it to be shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I
Like
want
this.
to be like this is and this is why I actually say things like I'm a bad person because I have these thoughts and I want it to happen. Um, that's the fucking funniest. Oh Jesus Christ. Anyway, um,
Yeah.
the reason I say that I'm a bad person isn't to hide behind something. It's because I have thoughts like I want Torin to dress up in drag to the point to be, and I want it to be so shit that it borders on transphobia, and I'm willing to pay for that.
Yeah. I
Like
might,
that's why I say that I'm a piece of shit.
I might do that for Halloween next year.
I want us to be like the impossible to love podcast, hated by everyone.
Hey, listen, like I, like I said to this person, I'm not probably in naming this person because, she's a fucking idiot. Who likes to do whataboutism and false assumptions. But, like, if you're gonna be that stupid to misgender me when I'm clearly not trans. Like
Yeah,
again, I'm gonna reiterate this and then we'll move on.
especially not a fucking trans woman.
Yeah. And this bears reiterating. Me having a trans flag in my bio, that's to show solidarity with the trans community. I'm a
That's why I
trans
don't have it.
I'm
Fuck them.
I'm a trans ally, right? The reason why I have a rainbow flag in my bio is because I'm a part of that community, right? If I was trans, right, I would clearly fucking state that in my bio, but I'm not. So for
Uh,
all you fucktards who think that I'm trans, keep misgendering me because all it's doing is showing how stupid you are. You can't
and like
even
you
tell the
hide it as well.
you
Like
can't yeah you can't even tell the difference. Right, you go around accusing celebrities like Pink. Oh no, that was Graham. Saying, "Oh, women don't have abs." You go around trans investigating people like Henry Cavill, or saying he's a woman. No, he's not. Or because you think that his clavicles say he's a woman. No, shut the
yeah,
fuck up. So if you're gonna come from it, so if you're gonna misgender me, then do it and at least admit it. Don't hide behind, oh, oh, that flag. Why have you got the flag? Oh, you must be trans. No, clearly you don't have a brain. So again, the trans flag in my bio symbols solidarity. That's it. If I was trans, which I'm not, but if I was, I would state that. But even then, it's none of your fucking business if I was anyway.
yeah,
Point.
and
Point blank.
like you say, like you was clearly stated in my bio. Like for example, I don't,
Yeah.
because I don't think like I don't know. I don't care. Uh,
Yeah,
but then people will like sometimes when I'm in a discussion with them and they're like, "Aha, you're trans," and I was like, "Yeah, I wasn't hiding it. I like." And like I have had multiple unedited photos even of my fucking face on that as a profile pic. Like I'm obsessed with having my face as a profile pic. Like I thought you could always tell.
yeah. It's like,
Um, like one thing I need to like genuinely, by the way, that because this is like there is nothing polite about humming and hawing and like not giving a proper answer to whether or not we should give SSRI to children. There is nothing polite about that. That is fucking dangerous. That's
yeah,
fucking tantamount to child abuse. Like that's there's nothing polite about her. She said she was polite the whole time, which is by the way the fucking weak one. Yeah, you were polite because you don't have a fucking spine, Mary. Anyway, I'm done. I just wanted to because I saw her saying like I was polite the whole time and he wasn't because she decided on like misgendering me, even though I clearly stated in the debate that I don't fucking care.
yeah,
Um, like she's completely incapable of holding like two. I don't know.
yeah,
The whole lumping me in with the trans community was weird.
yeah. Well, you know, Mary is the type of woman who is her own worst enemy.
Boyfriend said she sounded like an actual fucking child, she, and not like an insult, like she's underdeveloped, like in her brain area because she can't even grasp the fucking concept that you can like know who you are.
Yeah, well, that was even more evident when she fucking unloaded on me for some weird reason,
I genuinely don't know what the fuck that was about.
like as if it was my fault. Like,
Yeah.
what? So the funny thing about it was, and then we'll move on because it's like beating a dead horse at this point.
Oh yeah, but I want to beat the horse.
Well, yeah. Um, I've already said on this podcast that I can be a bit petty. And
Mhm.
it is. Um, she said, um, our podcast was shit, and I was like,
Yeah, like 50% of constantly doing speed. What the fuck does she
yeah,
expect?
like, and I was thinking to myself, well, it can't be that shit, seeing as you offered the invitation to come on,
Yeah.
so it can't be that shit, can it? And that's what I said. But it's like, really. And she said my writing's crap, and I was like, and in one of my responses,
Cool.
prior to blocking her, I said, well, really, my writing's crap. Well, it can't be that crap because it's been published in magazines. So
Yeah.
there you go. Like, you know,
Yeah.
she is a pick me, and I've used that term before.
She doesn't have enough personality to be a pick me.
Well, no, but
She's a
anyway,
fucking pick. That's it. There's
yeah.
no B there. She
Um,
has I. Jesus fucking Christ, that was good.
the the Mary too reminds me of that other woman, excuse me, who interviewed Graham.
Oh, the fucking automaton.
Yeah, the robot. But
The
anyway,
fucking nightmare.
yeah.
Like, yeah. I was like, and I was like, here's the thing, and I want to make this very clear. You can hear during my opening argument that I am expecting kind of an actual debate, but she did her open argument so fucking poorly. Like she was seemingly less prepared than I was. And like the only reason I was unprepared was because I know I can do that shit. Like she shouldn't be. And once I heard that, I realized that, oh, this is not a debate. This is a
Yeah,
fucking discussion. And I'm going to treat it like that. Like if that had been a debate, fuck that. Like I would have required us to have like our minutes where we spoke. We wouldn't have been allowed to speak over each other. Like Fucking hell, debate has a structure, you fucking moron.
She messed up because on that part because she had to check up her facts like at times. Like women I've got like she was on the keyboard. It's like you're supposed to know what you're talking about offhand. You're supposed to know it.
Yeah.
Right? But
She never answered me what
yeah,
the complications, by the way. She started Googling. I can hear her fucking typing. She
yeah,
started Googling, but she never answers what the complications for like precocious puberty is.
yeah. No,
She has the fucking goal to like, for those of us who speak for those of us who are like native English speakers, like fuck off and die. You didn't even know what fucked tautological meant, you fucking clown.
yeah, yeah. It's like I had someone. I'm assuming she was being respectful. She wasn't coming at me with insults like every other fucking tweet. So she was being respectful in a way, which I appreciate. Um, and then she said, she
And
was,
like I wasn't. I was a piece of shit. I
yeah,
admit to that. But like
yeah,
you can hear me say that at the start as well when you say that we will hopefully have a respectful debate. I
yeah,
say I will do my best.
yeah,
That's not me being fucking coy. That's not me being a little cheeky. That's me literally saying I have a patience for tolerance, and when that runs out, I'm going to call you on it, and
yeah,
I'm going to do it in a mean way. Like I, oh God, it's very
yeah.
fascinating. It's a
But it's like,
fascinating debate to listen to.
yeah.
I've listened back to it so many times now. Um,
I mean, as in, I mean, I hardly said any things through that, and even me, like who did absolutely nothing.
yeah,
Even I was getting bored
and just fucking.
when he fucking started. Like,
I had the time of my life. I loved it.
yeah, I know you did, and I'm glad that you did. Me, on
I
the
want
other
to do
hand,
more.
I was bored because I was just bored by the stupidity coming out of her mouth.
Yeah, yeah,
But the thing is, she can say what she wants, but it's on record. I've got the video.
yeah. I just
No,
refuse to
so
fucking put out like little
yeah,
time
but
bomb for her. Oh,
but yeah, let's get right.
where's this? Say that. No, stop being a
Yeah,
child.
but yeah, let's get right into it so that we
Yeah,
can.
sorry.
No, it's all right. Right. I thought I'd get the first one out of the way first instead of ending on an angry um
Another
session.
murder.
Uh you nailed it in one. Two
Fucking
trans
hell.
women killed in their home in Pakistan.
That's the saddest victory I've ever done.
Yeah. Uh, Members of the trans community in Pakistan have called for urgent action from the police after two transgender women were killed in their home. The women who lived in Mardan, a city in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, about 30 miles east of Peshawar, were reportedly killed on Sunday evening, 20th of October, by two men armed with daggers. Um,
That
local
sucks.
local police have said they are investigating the crime and the motive is unclear. But this,
Oh,
well, I don't think the motive is unclear because they were killed because they were trans.
yeah.
That's a pretty clear motive to me. But hey ho,
Yeah, I would say. I would argue.
yeah, the president of the
But
rights
like transphobia doesn't
organization,
exist, I guess.
yeah, Trans Action Alliance, said 9 transgender people have been killed in the region since January, and none of the killers have been brought to justice. Um, Despite trans people in Pakistan being able to self-ID under the 2018 Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Act, they and the wider LGBTQ plus community face discrimination, abuse, and harassment. LGBTQ plus also people, for fuck's sake, big news. Shut your fucking grammar out.
Ugh.
LGBTQ plus people also face the risk of so-called honor killings by family members. Yeah, I know that's a massive issue in Pakistan, or honor killings. Homosexuality is illegal in Pakistan, with penalties of up to 10 years in prison or 100 lashes. Married people convicted can face being stoned to death. Nice. So that was that.
Nice.
Uh, so yeah, I thought I'd get that one out of the way so that we're not pissed off. Um, so that's that. Um, the next one, Italy has passed a monstrous ban on couples traveling abroad for surrogacy. Italy has passed a law that bans couples from so-called surrogacy tourism after far-right Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni described the practice as inhuman. In April, Meloni, the leader of the populist Brothers of Italy party, voiced her support for a bill that would make surrogacy a universal crime. On Wednesday, the 16th of October, the law to prevent couples going abroad for surrogacy passed in the upper house Senate by 84 votes to 58. It has already been approved by Parliament's lower house. Those convicted of breaking the law face up to 2 years in prison and a maximum of €1 million. That equates to £835,000.
It equates to fuck you.
Yeah. The law extends a ban on surrogacy already in place in Italy. Surrogacy, the act of a person giving birth to a child for another couple or family, has remained a contentious issue in Italy since Meloni took office in 2022, and the ban has been described as one of her pet projects. This is a monstrous law. At a rally, LGBTQ plus activist Franco Guarini told Reuters, if someone has a baby, they should be given a medal. Here, instead, you are sent to jail. If you don't have children in the traditional way, this is a monstrous law. No country in the world has such a thing. The MP who drafted the ban has previously denied that it was designed to target LGBTQ plus people. Most people who use surrogacy are heterosexual, but that's not true, for a start, said Carolina Vorci, adding that the law would protect women and their dignity. Really? Protect women? I don't think.
Oh, sorry. No, it works.
The Guardian reported Alessia Quattini, the president of Rainbow Families, saying 90% of Italian couples, not Italians, fucking hell, who chose surrogacy were heterosexual and were mostly able to do so in secret, meaning the new ban would de facto affect only gay couples who could not hide it. Spain, France, and Germany also outlaw surrogacy. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So that was that one. So yeah, Giorgio Meloni's pet projects. Yeah, okay. Well done, Italy. Um,
I am currently, because I'm such a fucking genius, I'm not even joking. I'm sorry, that's why I went silent for a bit. I've been struggling with this fucking hell. I am currently watching you on a CRT. Look.
whoops.
What the fuck happened now? Okay. I'm hoping we're not getting like, hey, you're supposed to. Where did I go? What happened? Okay, come on. Come on. I'm supposed to have it on. Why can't I just be a normal person? Like, okay, we're doing this. Video here. I have like, sorry.
Right.
I'm so fucking sorry. Hi, I'm watching you on this motherfucker.
Have
I'm
you?
existing in a nightmare.
Yeah,
It works. It fucking works. I'm sorry. I'm just fucking flabbergasted. I'm just. I'm right now doing this podcast on fucking VHS. Oh God, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna record this.
yeah. Right. So
Yeah. Sorry.
that's right.
We're currently recording. This is how I've been sitting the entire day.
Yeah, I can't. I
What the
can't.
fucking hell?
Yeah, I can't currently see your screen, but I'll
Yeah.
obviously see the recording.
There we go.
Yeah.
This is how I've been sitting. That's what I'm currently doing the podcast on this motherfucker. Like you can see. There you are.
Yeah,
I'm actually recording it on VHS as well.
that's awesome.
Why can't I just be normal? Anyway,
Yeah. So this one is courtesy um from the What the Trans .com website. What the Trans is a trans podcast where they discuss, important
yeah.
um things that we will that hopefully we will do at some point in the new year. But for now, you're gonna hear absolute chaos and
What
whatever we want to talk about
what will we do in the
in
new
our
year?
first season. Eh?
What will we do in the new year? Talk about
Uh,
important shit.
we'll play it by ear, but
Yeah, I mean, like
we'll
when it happens, I
yeah,
I I do I do want to say that I do like the fact that we are a completely like uh non not no fucks given because we give a lot of fucks about what needs to be given fucks about,
yeah,
but like we are uh re relentless in our spite.
yeah.
I do
Well,
like that.
I
But
mean,
yeah, like fuck it, we'll do. Yeah, like
yeah,
I want to do more interviews.
yeah. I mean, listen, the amount of shit I've taken, right, for simply standing up for the rights of trans women and all of that, and being falsely accused of,
Yeah,
deplorable things. Like this might be my petty side coming out, but I have a right to fight back because I don't
yeah,
give a fuck. I'm gonna stand up for what's right, and if you can't see that because you're too fucking stupid, then that's not my problem. And you can go fucking hike. Anyway,
yeah. Like of course you're going to like
um,
stand up for what's right. Like you're not a fucking monster.
no, I mean they'll try and make me out to be, but they're wrong. But anyway, so
Yeah, no, you're definitely not.
yeah,
Like
um, yeah,
I don't know.
I'm the monster. Yet they're ignoring child abuse. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
actual child abuse, not this fucking fake shit. But
yeah.
anyway, new
And me,
data.
they tell like say I'm not a bad person.
Yeah,
Fucking cowards.
yeah, new data has been released on the UK's Gender Identity Clinic (GICs), revealing that Glasgow's Sandyford is dramatically underperforming compared to comparable clinics such as Chalmers in Edinburgh. Despite an increase in budget and staff capacity, the number of appointments per year has decreased, while referrals have increased by 31.2%. The number of people on the waiting list has increased by 338.5%, 8%, and the clinic is providing fewer appointments than 5 years ago. This raises questions about what is going on in South Sandyford that is failing trans people in Glasgow and surrounding areas so badly. Sandyford is Glasgow's GIC and one of 4 Scottish GICs alongside Chalmers, Edinburgh, Grampian and Highlands. It is the sole provider of youth gender services in Scotland. In August of this year, educator and researcher Claire, founder of Claire's Trans Talks, compiled and released data on the performance of adult GIC services in the UK, obtained through data available on clinic websites and several Freedom of Information (FOI) requests served to the NHS. The data covers referral numbers, waiting list length, appointments conducted, contracted staff hours, and clinic budgets over the period covering 2018 and 2023. With a couple of notable exceptions, the data paints a shocking picture. The majority of UK GICs have experienced a huge increase in waitlist length that is totally commensurate with the number of new referrals because they are providing fewer appointments despite increasing the budget and staff. Hence why, I think I mentioned in one of our, do forgive us guys if we sometimes repeat things. We have done like 45 episodes, but
Yeah, of course we're going to repeat things. I'm
yeah,
like autistic and I love to hear myself speak.
yeah. The waiting list, if I remember correctly, is between 5 years now for a trans individual to, have a face-to-face appointment with a doctor.
Yeah, that sounds about fucking right. Not right, like nothing about that sounds right, but you know what I'm saying.
Recently,
Sounds awful enough to be true.
Recently, 200 trans people have been denied either testosterone or HRT by doctors. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah. So let's lay out the numbers plainly first. This is Sandyford from 2018 to 2023. Number of referrals per year increased 31.3%. Wait list volume increased by 338.5%. Clinic budget increased 149.6%. Clinical staff capacity increased 96.6%. Initial appointments offered per year decreased 86.1%. Total appointments offered per year decreased 18.8%. On their own, these numbers raise questions about the contradiction between increased resources and decreased service provision. But the questions rapidly multiply when Sandyford is compared to other GICs and the data is examined in more detail. Now,
sorry. I'm a bit brain dead today, I think.
Yeah. I would read all of it, but
no, you don't.
But I'm not going to. What I'll do is
it's always fine if I don't get something. Like it's like things move quickly, and I have to also like admit that by doing this whole shit with you being on my CRTV, I'm kind of I have to listen to you through static now.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fucking idiot. Like I thought this would be cool. Like nobody's even fucking sees that I'm doing. Why? I'm starting to understand why mom sometimes just looks at me and asks like, why can't you just be fucking normal?
Yeah. But
and I say, I learned by watching you.
Yeah. Yeah. In terms of how many referrals were received during the 2022-23 period, Sandyford is closest You mean Sandyford is closest to Nottingham GIC from 2018 to 2023. Nottingham GIC saw a 6% increase in referrals and a corresponding 14% increase in waiting list lengths, which is similar to other Sandyford-like clinics, such as Chalmers in Edinburgh and miles better than Sandyford itself. Nottingham has almost triple Sandyford's budget, but also has significantly more patients overall, just over doubled based on the number of referrals across all years. I will put, like always, I will put a link to this because, like I said, I'm not going to read all of it because it's quite lengthy.
Yeah.
So, and plus, I want to make sure that.
Quick question: is gossip spelled with two P's? No, it's not. It's spelled with two S's, but not two P's, right?
Yeah.
One P.
Two S's, one P. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Um. So yeah. So that's that. Uh. Right. This one. There seems to be a running theme because let me. So
Oh, by all means. Set the scene.
in Manchester,
Oh, fuck.
um, another teacher was fired for doing what the other twat did to be covered.
When will you
Uh,
fucking people learn?
and another teacher, but this time in Louisiana. Christian school head who bans gay students convicted of child abuse.
Yeah, of course.
A well-known MAGA.
Jesus fucking Christ, that was like, holy shit, I've heard that so many times before. By the way, speaking of like teachers losing their jobs, I actually did put my job on the line last week. Because there was this student, like I want to like be clear, like how fucking shit these fucking people must be. There was a student who had a panic attack in my in my classroom. The panic
Right.
attack was because she didn't get straight A's. Not that she didn't mostly get A's, not that she had bad grades at all, that she didn't get straight A's. I was one of the reasons she didn't have straight A's because she doesn't have A in Swedish. And I refuse. Like I give the proper fucking grades. And I am a harsh grader, yes, but I also have the highest grades of any teacher in the fucking county. Like I am provably the harshest grader because I've been like sitting with every other like teacher in the country and having to tell them like, no, that text isn't a fucking pass. That's a fail, and you need to stop like putting your emotions into this, you fucking weirdo. It's a grade, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, but she had a panic attack over that. And like I'm never going to change that grade just because of that. Like fuck that. But it made me realize that her home life wasn't the best. So I spoke to her mother about that. Like, hey, remember when I warned you? Her mother is my colleague, by the way. Hey, remember when I warned you like 3 years ago that if you let that shit go unchecked or if you kept pushing, this would happen? Well, that happened now. And you need to fucking sort it out. And her mother reacted to it by saying that, well, it's good that she's worried about grades because she doesn't have all A's yet. And then I blew my fucking lid. Um, if you are that kind of parent, kill yourself. I'm going to like fucking do it. Because what I've done last week, this fucking student has stopped eating. Because that was all that she could control. I figured out a way to get her to eat. If her and I was in there's a small room next to the big cafeteria where like the super autists are hanging out. And so we made sure to go when no one else was there, and we sat and we ate, and she ate for as long as I did. and she ate slower than I. So she barely got anything, but she got something at least. And this apparently wasn't something I could like report, because this wasn't an eating disorder. It wasn't any disturbing. Like, I swear to fucking God, the way that people fucking. Basically, I was the only person who was trying to save the life of a child. I thought she was going to die, and I thought that, like, because when I told my boyfriend about it, I said, like, yeah, I'm doing everything right now because I've got, like, I cannot. Like, when I went home, I just sat in silence. Like, why I couldn't.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't fucking do the podcast last week, because I was sitting in silence, conserving my energy, because the next day I knew I was going to lose it again when I helped this person like piece herself together so that she could fall back down. Like, gained energy when I was home so that she could gain energy when she was in school, because she was fucking going to break down the second she got home. And I did that for the last week until I finally realized that, what the fuck, I'm an insane person. Why do I play by the rules right now? So what I did was I ordered an emergency meeting with the principal, with the teachers, with the parents, of course. I spoke to the girl about this before, and then I had her sit on a chair, and like I even did like the big building, like the big like the politicians. I ordered the politicians there, so that I could have her sit on a chair in the middle of the room when they all entered, and then when everyone had gotten there, I said, yeah, I just thought I'd like, you are all cowards, and I thought I'd like to give you a chance to say something to her face. So now I want everyone, each and every one in here, to go up to her, look her in the fucking eye, and say, I don't care if you live or die. And if you do that, you will gain my respect again. But if you don't, you fucking never will. I was just think you are fucking pieces of shit, but nobody wanted to admit that. And like I had prepped her beforehand, like there is a chance that someone might actually do it. You need to know how you will react to them. And she just coldly like, yeah, I'll let them say it. Because that was how she fucking felt. She was invisible. I forced them to see her. But I did put my fucking job on the line. I could get fired. I still technically could, but I'm like, I would have gotten it by now. And I did this in a time where I am already like reported for some bullshit. Like, that isn't my fault, but that I should be more wary. I didn't I did that to help a student. These people get fired because they refuse to do the bare minimum to help a student. I'm not saying that you had to be like I was, like I am. I'm not saying you have to be like this weird fucking. I have to do this. Like, I have to take this battle right now. I'm not saying you have to take every battle. You can also be a shit teacher, but like, I've always said that any teacher who doesn't risk their jobs for the students has no fucking business teaching. And it feels good that I proved myself that I was. So not only am I a better teacher than every single one of these people, because it's not about you, you fucking cows. It's about the fucking students. Like, it's not about you not, oh, I'm uncomfortable by saying a word. Yeah, fuck off and die, you piece of shit. They're uncomfortable every fucking day. They're teenagers, and besides, they're also queer. Guess what? They have suicidal ideation, probably. You're not supposed to make it worse, you fucking hack job.
Yeah. And I
I'm
want to.
sorry.
No, it's all right. You have every right to, speak on it. Speak on this. I just want to say one final thing. If your child is get right, this mother colleague of yours saying,
She has a fucking C
it,
as well.
oh, it, her getting worried about her grades is a good thing. No, it's not. a grade, like, this is coming from someone who lives in England. Like, I don't know, again, I'm speaking on from my experience of
Hmm.
going into English schools. But
We don't
if your
need no.
if your child is panicking over not getting a certain grade, right? Regardless of what grade it is, right? That's not healthy. That's not healthy for that child to do. Especially if the mother is forcing her child to get a certain grade. Listen, it's absolutely fine for a parent to have standards, but have standards that are flexible. Right?
Yeah,
Don't make your child feel that she has nowhere to go if she feels that she's failing. No, you're a shit
you shouldn't have a
parent.
fucking panic
You
attack over
shouldn't
a
have.
fucking grade.
First of all,
In ninth grade as well. Like Jesus
yeah.
fucking Christ.
Right. I'm just gonna say this. Right. If you're like this colleague, right, and you don't have any kids, don't bother having any. If you can't fucking have any empathy and sympathy for a
Your
child in
own
grade
fucking
nine
child.
or a child in grade seven or whatever, what fucking grade it is, right, then you need to be fucking slapped.
Yeah.
Because here in the UK, it might be the same in Sweden, I don't know, but we are way too over. Wait, we do too many exams.
I don't because I never have exams because exams is a weird way to
Yeah,
learn Swedish. But
yeah,
like there are the national exams, and that's like also like because this mother has tried to like goad me into giving her daughter a higher grade as well. She was already on my fucking shit list.
yeah,
Because like I fight to the fucking school board when they think I've given a wrong grade. I have never lost that battle. Do you think a fucking colleague is what the fuck?
yeah.
I'm the
Here
best
in
Swedish
yeah,
teacher in the fucking world.
yeah.
God,
Here in the UK, like let me quickly Google because I don't want to like you know say anything that right. So how many?
you just heard me say I'm the best teacher in the fucking world.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it like strong. What the fuck? This is episode 45, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Right.
Uh, like,
Um. Right. So here in the UK, children so this is primary school. Um. Children in year six take the standard assessment tests, SATs, in English reading, grammar, punctuation, spelling, and mathematics. These tests are not pass or fail, but are used to assess a child's progress and to ensure they receive the support they need. So that's in year six.
yeah, we did that as well in year nine as well, but they are supposed to be like they are supposed to affect the grade. But
Yeah,
that's why I fight the school board all the fucking
yeah.
time. Because
In
what I say is that if you expect me to take your little 3 points during 3 years, little assessment, and just take that as fucking more important than the fucking assessment I've been doing every day for 3 years, you're
yeah,
fucking incompetent.
yeah. In second
I'm a better
in
teacher than you.
yeah
Like,
in secondary school, children usually take around 9 or 10 general certificates of secondary education (GCSE) exams at age 16. The core subjects of English, mathematics, and science are mandatory, and students typically take 2 or 3 papers for each subject. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, from an early age, um, you know, especially here in the UK, the children have too many exams, right? And it's like they're overworked, And if you are a parent of one of those kids, and you can tell that they are anxious, maybe having a panic attack over not getting a certain grade, then you need to question your parenting style because
Yeah, or
that's
like
not right.
at
And
least
if
tell
it,
them that it's
yeah,
okay. Like that panic can come from wherever. Like the
yeah,
first time you notice it, that's fine. You're not a shit parent just because of that. But if that happens more, and if it happens 3 years after the person, somebody told you that in 3 years this is going to happen, then you need to fucking adopt her.
yeah, and for it to affect. Luckily, you know, this wasn't the case. But this could have affected her eating habits, and other
It
stuff
did.
could have happened. Right. So
Like, and it definitely would have gone way
yeah,
worse if it wasn't for
yeah,
her having a fucking
yeah,
insane person as a teacher. Like that's the whole thing. Like if I wasn't an insane fucking person, I would have,
yeah,
I would, she would have killed herself. And because I told my boyfriend that you're not allowed to tell me that I shouldn't do this. Like yeah, I'm going to do this for as long as it fucking takes, even if it kills me. Because this actually matters, and you're not allowed to say that he would never do that. You're not
yeah,
allowed to say that I shouldn't, because like I don't care. I'm secondary in this.
yeah,
Like if I can place myself, if I, high functioning fucking narcissist, can place myself above, like place the child above me,
yeah,
they should be able to. Um,
yeah. You would have at least hoped that they would, but you know,
yeah.
but
And like, but if
yeah,
she had killed herself, I would have always like I should have done more, and I would have been right. That's
yeah,
my outset in that case. Like, and everyone else would have been even more right, by the way.
yeah. Well, I mean, if you're, if I mean, if you're fired over that, then that's the school's fault because
Uh,
you know. But anyway,
the
but
reason I did such a shit. Like, yeah, I stand by it, but yeah, I could like, that is like actually like fireable offense. But it's good that I did it, and like
yeah,
if I'm fired about for that, then fuck it. I don't care. Don't like.
yeah,
By the way, I've been doing this, and that's like me snorting.
yeah,
And Max Original.
yeah. So yeah, back to this
Yeah.
fuckface. So a well-known MAGA, Make America Great Again pastor in Louisiana has been convicted of three felony counts of child abuse and a fourth for second-degree child cruelty. John Raymond, the founder of Lakeside Christian Academy in St. Tammany Parish, was accused of wrapping packing tape around the mouths and heads of three 13-year-old boys as punishment for talking in class. A distraught teacher at the academy removed the tape from the boys' heads with scissors about 45 minutes after Raymond subjected them to the sadistic discipline in his private office.
I need to
Ray-
fucking kill these people.
yeah, Raymond was convicted of as well as of placing his hand over the mouth of a 4-year-old student until the child went limp.
Did you did you just wake up that day and like, how am I going to be a piece of shit today?
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do I mean what I'm about to say or don't I? Uh,
No matter how bad it is, yeah, you do.
uh,
That person is the fucking worst.
fuck it, yeah, I do.
I
Um,
didn't expect us to be doing stories about the literal devil today.
uh, uh, well-meaning Christians, this isn't aimed at you. But to the fucked up ones, you could go fucking kill yourselves.
I'm going to a caveat. Well-meaning can mean just like be well-meaning, proper, like fucking loving Christians. Loving
Yeah,
Christians are the ones. Yeah, you are cool. Well-meaning Christians, you are the people who say that you will pray for me, and you do that, you little cunts.
yeah,
I'm still going to be fucking taking over hell when I
yeah,
go.
yeah,
I'm chaos, motherfucker. Do you
yeah,
think God has any power over me?
yeah. Uh, the jury, the jury deliberated for under an hour. The Christian nationalist pastor, 60, is a twice failed MAGA candidate for the Louisiana legislature. He ran on a platform supporting Donald Trump, of course he did, and advocating anti-LGBTQ legislation. His Christian academy bans homosexuality. Like first of all,
Yeah.
like you ban homosexuality. Like, let me say something. Like, if you think that nothing goes on behind closed doors at your academy, then you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Which,
Because
yeah.
it does. The same as it does in straight schools.
It's
Like, if you,
like the I actually have like a few friends who went to an all-girls Catholic school.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Um, did you know the fact that it doesn't matter? Like it's the prison thing. Like it doesn't matter if you're straight or gay or whatever.
yeah,
If you are hormonal and you're really fucking horny, you're just going to find a hole and put something in it.
yeah,
Like on you, on someone else, who the fuck cares? Here I
yeah,
can shove my fist, that's okay. Now I don't have to be sad about my childhood dreams breaking.
yeah. Now, now does that mean does that mean that it's right that kids underage or whatever, no matter how old they are, is it right for them to have sex or whatever?
I'd argue it's politically neutral. Like philosophically neutral,
Like,
I mean. Ethically neutral.
like regardless of what I think, like I think that no, I don't think they should be having sex, but
I
I'm
don't
also
think most people would have sex, like
but
genuinely.
yeah, but I'm also not fucking blinded and stupid enough to say to be like, oh yeah, no, they're not gonna have sex. You know, I could trust my kids. Like no, come off it.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
know that your kid, whether you want to believe it or not, regardless of if they're straight or not,
they have to
they're having
remember
sex.
how it was, right?
Yeah,
Like they should be able to remember how it was. Like I was a fucking okay, I still am the same way, so that might be why I remember it so fucking well. But like the second I learned about sex, I wanted to do sex.
yeah,
I stuck my fucking dick in a fucking vacuum cleaner once.
yeah. It's like,
Like
but you see, the thing is, parents seem to have
bought condoms and tried them
um,
on just because it was exciting.
yeah, parents seem to have a selective amnesia, and what I mean by that is they seem to forget what they were like when they were that age.
Yeah.
And okay, yeah, sure, they might not have had sex at that age, okay, but you did have sex at some point
My mom was hot as
before
shit,
your 20s,
like when she was
like
young. Like, say what you want about her personality, it's fucking rotten, but she was hot as fucking shit. And, like, uh, dad wasn't. So I desperately hope that that's not the first, but no, it's not. Married another, she was with another alcoholic first. Oh, mom, you have a pattern, you fucking weirdo.
yeah. So yeah,
Codependency is a bitch.
so yeah, okay, you can turn around and say, "Oh, I never did that when I was younger." Like, well, okay, good for you. What do you want? A a fucking medal.
I don't want my
Just, be-
parent
just,
to be a fucking
just,
loser.
yeah, just because you abstained from sex. Good for you. Like, you don't need a medal. Like, you abstained from sex because you weren't interested in it. It's not because you abstained from it, you dickhead. Right?
Like the fact that I've probably done more drugs than my mom is like sad to me.
Yeah.
Which like she claims to have never done any drugs, but she was young in the 70s, and like I've seen her van. She clearly did fucking acid. Also, like again, dad looks like fucking Jigsaw.
Yeah. So, again, if you think that nothing goes on in a Christian academy or a Christian school when no one's looking, then you're more of a fool.
I
Also, there's a thing called, and let me look it up, because I never went to Christian school, but I've read the Bible begrudgingly, twice in fact.
I read the Bible because I'm a fucking weird person.
I think
Like
I've
I've read it. I read it cover to cover twice. Like once when I was 14. Why the fuck did I do that? I also read the Quran. Genuinely, pretty much the same book.
yeah. There's also a purity movement. A movement in the 1990s that promoted abstinence before marriage as a strict Christian ethic. The movement was inspired by a verse from the Bible and gained popularity due to fears of AIDS and other sexually transmitted diseases. The movement led to the creation of a purity-themed industry, including books, rallies, and Bibles. Purity rings were also sold as a symbol of commitment to sexual purity.
I'm
But
sorry, but like
and this still
this.
goes on. And the thing
Yeah,
is,
of course.
no,
Life is shit.
yeah, this purity movement, these people are far more interested in what other people do with their bodies
Oh
because
yeah.
they think that because they're in the purity movement, oh, they're more holy than now. Right? They think they're closer to God because they're abstaining from sex. No, you fucking moron. I've seen.
That's literally longer. That's literally further away from my personal god. By the way, it's Halloween today.
Yeah, no. Happy Hanukkah or whatever. I don't.
Halloween is the only holiday that I actually fucking celebrate. Though I will
Yeah,
be doing it on Saturday. I have the best. I have the best, but we're going to do that next year instead. But like, do you know what
yeah.
our fucking dress up is going to be next time we're doing big, like me and boyfriend?
No what?
Manically depressed. I'm going to be manic. He's going to be depressed.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Yeah,
wonderful. But we're not going to like our Halloween party got cancelled, so now we're having a birthday slash mild Halloween party, and I'm thinking of going like a fucking whore.
yeah. Um, police arrested Raymond after receiving a complaint in March 2022 from the Louisiana Department of Children and Family Services about potential child abuse at the Lakeside School, where they learned of the packing tape incident. The three victims reported they had trouble breathing, no fucking shit, and
Yeah,
that
you don't say.
the removal process was painful, police said. In a statement after his arrest, Raymond claimed he'd offered the kids the option of using transparent tape. What's all that? Oh yeah, yeah.
It's a fucking school, not a fuck dungeon.
Like, well done, you utter fucktard. Here we go, kids. You have a choice of transparent tape or normal tape. Which
You
one do
know
you
that I
prefer?
have, but I have both. Depending on what the person I'm fucking wants, I have both like cuffs, which I personally don't like because I think it's like theater. But I also have like those. What are they called? Like those things that you'd like. The things like plastic strings that you pull together and they don't. Buntband heter de på.
Yeah,
Like what are
like
they? Those like the white little fucking thin stripes of plastic that you turn
Oh
into a
yeah, I know what you
nuisance
mean.
pool.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like I have those as well. To
yeah,
like so like the fact that this teacher is like doing the same fucking repping of those to the people who I like fucking pretend abuse to get to come, that's fucking sick.
yeah. Um, in quotes,
Good idea though.
no student was ever treated with cruelty or harmed in any way. He added,
Except for the cruel harm.
except for potentially bounding their hands together. I'm assuming gaffer taping their mouth. Like, yeah, that's not cool. That's not cruelty. Like, whatever. 2 months later, Raymond was
People are so
arrested.
fucking unserious.
Yeah. 2 months later, Raymond was arrested a second time on a second-degree child cruelty charge. Police said Raymond held a 4-year-old boy upside down by his ankles, whipping his buttocks with, I'm assuming, a cane, because he's of that generation, and in a separate incident, covered his mouth and nose with his hand to stop a tantrum. He's 4 years old, you fucking idiot.
There is not like you don't stop a tantrum that way.
No,
Like
exactly.
if you if I want to ask, if a if an adult was angry
Yeah.
and I started spanking them to get them to stop being angry, like a tantrum is just a child being angry.
Mm.
Like we the language we use when it comes to children are so fucking hateful. Like we as a society fucking hate children. Like they're obstinate if they don't listen to us. Like no, they're a fucking person, you mongo.
Yeah. You know, when I was a kid, if I had a time, if I had,
Sorry about a little
no, sorry.
little tiny case of fucking what was it called? Ableism that just
Yeah.
fell out of my mouth.
When I was a kid, um,
Fucking
I was either
I was this close to calling him a retard.
yeah,
I don't
I
know what
was
the fuck's
either
going on.
slapped or tapped on, lightly tapped, or going to the extreme because it is my experience, or so I was either slapped or I was either punched.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't think I ever spoke about my childhood, but we will
No,
do at some point.
but you like
Actually not. I
it's
think
fair game. To,
I think I briefly mentioned it when we did our first interview with Heather.
oh yeah, you've mentioned
Yeah,
it like you've mentioned it offhandedly, but like you haven't done we haven't done a
yeah,
segment,
but
which I would be fine with either way.
yeah,
Like I can do a segment about my weird little
yeah,
like
that, I
how
mean,
I became this fucking broken person.
yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to go further because obviously we get the point.
Yeah.
Um, right, it's 8:26. So
I have you have we have like I'm on makeup time right now.
right,
Because I've been fixing myself during this entire conversation.
let me right,
I think I'm going to make this like my podcast corner, and I think I'm going to keep doing the CRTV. Not like now that I'm getting used to it. Like I like the aesthetics, I just need to make it show better.
yeah, which one? Right, right, we'll cover one more and then we'll call it,
Yeah.
right. So this one is mermaids. So so cast so an investigation into transused charter mermaids was found. There was no evidence it provided medical advice to young people or made medical referrals without parental knowledge. The Charity Commission investigation, which began in 2022, saw at the height, so at the tail end of the pandemic,
Yeah.
after a regulatory compliance case opened, was launched after several right-wing media outlets published pieces attacking the charity and its then chief executive, Susie Green, alleging mermaids posed a danger to children. The string of articles, alongside social media abuse, resulted in charity staff facing death threats and being doxxed online, which did happen.
Yeah. Nice.
Because I
Nice,
because
you
I
fucking idiot.
because I remember when mermaids did a tweet on Twitter saying that they had to close down their helpline
Yeah.
for 24 hours because of it, because of all of this.
Congratulations, everyone.
Yeah,
This is fucking garbage world we live in.
yeah. The
God
charity,
fucking damn it.
yeah, the charity watchdog also decided that mermaids did not have ineffective safeguarding policies, or inappropriate ties to gender identity clinics, or they now closed youth gender service at the Tavistock and Portman NHS Trust in London, which members of the public had alleged. However, the investigation did conclude there had been mismanagement within the organisation. This included issues around culture and inclusivity, failure to carry out sufficient due diligence checks. A
Yeah.
former trustee participated in a conference organised by a paedophile support group, and trustees failing to adhere to internal human resources policies. The watchdog's report stated that the trustees at Mermaids have accepted that the charity historically had not been governed to the standards the Commission expects, and that while it grew considerably in a short period of time, the management and administration of the charity failed to adapt in line with this growth.
Yeah,
Now,
this sounds like a government agency.
yeah, now
Yeah, I mean,
I'm going to
like,
say this right from the offset because people seem to want to make false assumptions about me and about where I stand or about whatever. Right? I recognise that despite charities like Mermaids, Stonewall, and other LGBT non-profits doing an amazing job, I can recognise that there are going to be failings,
yeah.
right? We're humans. We make errors. We make fatal judgments, etc. Right? I understand that. Right? That's part of the process of our nature, right? So that's gonna happen, right? But just because like one person, two people, three people do something fucked up or make errors doesn't mean or doesn't condemn the whole organization as that.
And even if it doesn't condemn the whole organization, it doesn't fucking condemn trans people.
Exactly. So by all means, attack their policies,
No,
or
Toran,
attack how they conduct their reviews or whatever. Well, that's
Toran,
fine. But you can attack someone's policies.
I've
That's
forgotten.
fine, but don't attack the person. Don't send
I,
death threats.
I forgot I shouldn't do that because then somebody in the future might be really fucking dumb, like really fucking brain dead, and ask me why I trust trans people when they say they're trans and why I don't trust politicians and whether or not I trust trans politicians. As a serious inquiry in a fucking discussion that I'm having with them as a fucking adult.
My answer to that would be because I'm not a fucking stupid twat.
No, I was so
Oh
flabbergasted. Like, yeah,
yeah,
because if I don't know if you remember, that happened.
yeah, yeah,
And I was so fucking taken aback by the like just,
yeah,
but that was like during the time that she tried to argue that no one knew who they were.
yeah.
No one really
Again,
knows who they are. Yes, I am. I'm
yeah,
sorry. I'm so fucking. This is why I will need to do like some bullshit.
yeah.
Because
You know,
like it was a fucking
you
laugh
know,
with.
going back to
Yeah,
the shit show that Mary is, right? Because I merely mentioned that Kenny Badenoch commissioned the cast review, right?
yeah.
She tried making out that I was racist and that I was attacking her because she was black.
No, I'm attacking
No,
her because she's a fucking idiot.
I'm attacking her because of the policies that she stands for. The
Yeah,
same
like,
way that regardless if if a politician
yeah, I'm
I
done with that
was
bitch.
trans, right? I wouldn't attack that person because they were trans. But I wouldn't even attack
Yeah,
that person. I would just merely highlight the flaw in her policies.
I'm so sorry to Sophie when I say this because you are a good egg, but like, I need to like just make my viewpoint clear. Every single politician in the world makes the world worse. It's an inherently evil system. I hate politicians with a fucking fiery passion. And I think that the only way that you should be allowed to ever be a politician is if you agree to fucking stand trial for every single fucking crime committed by your nation when you come out off that post.
Yeah,
Like and even then I don't like it. Like I inherently distrust politicians. I'm a fucking like and I'm going to do that, whether they're fucking trans or not. Like,
yeah,
yeah, if there is a trans politician, I don't trust them in that case. Like, they can be good people in otherwise, but like, politics is inherently like a fucking game.
yeah,
And it's a
you know,
game about people's lives, which means that I don't trust people. Like, who,
yeah,
like,
and
but I was just being ideological when I said my
yeah,
things. Uh, People say that 116 thing. Yeah, I didn't. No, but people do, and the same people who you've gotten that from, like, no, I got this by reading the fucking report. Does she really hasn't like done her fucking research. Does she think I'm
no,
sitting like I can't even be bothered to fucking read trans
yeah,
news for the podcast that I'm on?
yeah. Um, if Mermaids was to resume a service where it provides chest binders to young people, parents should be involved. The Commission said, and in the wake of the publication of the cast report, told the charity to review statements on its website, which describe puberty blockers as reversible. Reversible.
Yeah.
Um, Puberty blockers are reversible.
Well, like when you stop them, the puberty comes. If we build it, they will come.
Yeah.
I don't know. What? Yeah.
Um,
Like, no, you're not going to go back in time and have puberty when you should. Like, so I guess that's. But like, you didn't want that anyway.
yeah. As Mermaid approaches its 30th birthday, she added, the charity remained determined to deliver on our 2024-2027 strategy and expand our efforts to create a safe, inclusive society where trans children and young people are empowered to live their best lives. At a time where our communities need the support, Mermaids delivers more than ever. Um, Barrister Orlando Fraser, who is the chairman of the Charity Commission, said, the provision of services to children affected by gender identity issues is a highly challenging area that requires great care and sensitivity. This is especially so for charities, given the authority that excuse me that registered status will likely carry with children and their families. Um, Additionally, following the cast review, we have required Mummings to present a more accurate picture on its websites as to the risk involved in the use of puberty blockers
Everyone would hope.
and to follow the report's findings on involvement what
The report has like no findings. It's a fucking. Now that I've actually read it, which was a fucking waste of time,
no
I could have done that without reading it.
yeah we will
Fuck.
um
But I have actually read it now. Like I did it
yeah
for the debate, and like it is a genuine like it's a genuine garbage report. Like because she does conclusions. Why can't you do that? Why can't you do that if you don't like if you haven't
yeah
reached any conclusion?
um we will cover the other articles on our
I'm
next
so
episode,
Jesus
the
fucking
one
Christ.
after next week. Um, because we have other stuff that we have to do.
Sorry, I had to
Like
like switch speakers because like it was just static at the end. Like that's it.
yeah. Um. So yeah, that would be it. Because
Yeah.
obviously, outside of this, we do have a life that we want to live. Um.
I need to be on time for once.
Yeah.
Like not to
Um.
this, like clearly, but
Yeah.
but like to like meeting my boyfriend. I desperately want to be on time for once because he's been waiting for me our entire relationship, and like tonight it's kind of. But did you know that I was extremely punctual before? Like before the stroke.
Yeah.
That's weird. Like that's like I don't know how time passes anymore. That's the one thing that the stroke did that has been permanent and that has actually like made my life a bit more annoying. I miss being because I value punctuality. You would never know it, but like I feel like shit every time I'm late. Even if it doesn't matter to anyone else, I feel like garbage if I'm 1 minute late.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, me and time, we're not better. We're not buddies. Like I
Me and
struggle
time
myself
was.
with punctuality, myself in my own way. So
Yeah.
you
And
know,
like uh, it's just it's the one thing that it like took that I miss, I think.
yeah. But you know,
Like in general, it's
yeah,
still the best thing that has ever happened to me. Like I genuinely recommend it if you like in like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Like have a stroke and you're going to fucking figure out what's important.
yeah.
Um,
But yeah. Um. So yeah, that would be it. Um. Next week we will be doing um the butterfly effect. Is that what you want to do next week?
I mean, though it was a bit of a joke. Like it's no, you shouldn't have to watch that shit. Like it's the
Uh,
worst fucking. I
yeah.
can rant about the butterfly effect. It sure as shit won't be about like any queer topics. Like
Um.
there is. I'm going to say this. This film is so fucking bad that it creates unintentional comedy out of child molestation.
Let me have let,
And I've seen people do dark comedy about that before, but I haven't never seen that be unintentionally funny.
yeah.
It's not only the
Uh.
worst film I've ever seen, it's the worst film I can theoretically even consider a film. Like I do not I think it's objectively impossible to make a worse film than this.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
But like that wouldn't be like it's not it won't be on topic. It will just be like me talking about cynicism in the did you know that I absolutely fucking hate cynicism?
yeah. I think you mentioned it before. I
A
think.
lot of people think I'm a cynic, but I'm not. I'm a fucking optimist. I just speak like a cynic, but like I consider cynicism to be like the coward man's humor.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we we could put.
Otherwise, I can come with notes on the debate.
Um, I mean, it could. I mean, it could do that because I'm trying to think.
Yeah, there are like yeah, fuck it, let's do that.
Yeah, right.
Um,
Yeah,
let's hey, good. Like, if you come up with something, let's do like half and half. Like, you bring a topic, I bring a topic. We don't really discuss what it is. We see what happens.
yeah.
We
I
could do half and
mean,
half.
like I said, I was.
If you can come up with anything, like, don't worry. Like, it feels, I would feel like kind of like a cunt if I spent like 2 hours talking about how poorly someone else did in a debate and why I am a god. But like, I can fill 2 hours with that.
Yeah, because I've still got my notes on the cash review.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Um,
Because there's been like things that I've realized when I've like listened back to it, and not a single one of those are that she's right, or that she's like, or that I was wrong. What it was I was being way too easy on her, and she literally didn't answer a single fucking point I made.
well, I knew she wouldn't because she did the exact same thing
Yeah,
to
but I'm
me.
going to prove it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's my goal for next week. Then I'm going to prove that she fucking lost the discussion. You can't even lose a discussion. Not in the sense that you lose a debate, but she fucking did. First and foremost, she made sure it wasn't a debate in the fucking at the fucking start, and then she lost the discussion that she created. Fucking moron.
Yeah. Um, yeah, we'll do that. Like we can we can do half and half, like maybe. Um, actually, whilst we
Because
I
like
think
that's like then I can get out my way out of all this weird shit. Like her her claiming that I'm intellectually dishonest
yeah,
when I'm the fucking person who outright corrects you twice.
yeah, yeah, well, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, that's what I'll do next week then. I'm going to have fun with this.
Yeah. We can like obviously spend
She can cry about relitigating it all she fucking wants. It's still there. It's still a fucking thing that we did.
yeah, well, that's no problem.
It's not like,
Yeah,
oh,
we
we had a
can
discussion. Now the topic is over. You
yeah,
fucking idiot.
yeah, we'll do that then. Cause I did think of a film, but I did earlier, but I can't remember. So we'll do that.
Yeah, and like
Um,
butterfly effect is that would be fun for me, but it doesn't have anything to do with it. And like, if in a while, in a few months, years, whoever knows, we completely run out of topics to have on these, like on the every other episode, then yeah, let's open up and do more like I've said, I would love to only talk film and never talk trans issues if I could. But like, if we ever get to that point, yeah, then
yeah,
we'll do it. But for now, I think we should try to keep the topic on the topics.
yeah. Yeah. If I think of a film, um, a sort of film on LGBTQ plus, then I'll obviously um I'll message you. But
Yeah.
if not, we'll do that next week and then the week after that. Um, because at some point I'm hoping to have Heather on again at some point.
Oh yeah, I would love that.
She would be our most. She because she's already been on twice, so this will be
Sophie
her
as
third
well.
time on. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, she would.
but
Like
yeah,
her and Sophie's tied now.
Yeah. Unfortunately, because obviously, um, it'll be the US election next week.
Yeah,
So we'll see what happens to that. But that's we don't have to worry about that.
nothing fucking
But
good.
yeah, that would be it from us tonight. Um,
Yeah.
hope you all have a good night. Happy Halloween to everyone out there celebrating.
Happy
Um,
Halloween. Don't share straws and uh, do not do what Stevie Nicks does because that's just not a pleasurable experience.
no.
She doesn't have a
Um,
like she can't snort cocaine anymore, so she has to have it shot up her ass.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
did that once.
Yeah.
It wasn't nice.
Um, I'll this might shock you, and I'll go into this on an upcoming episode. But I dabbled. I'll leave it at that. You'll have to find out. You know,
I'm so fascinated right now.
I it's all coming out. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that.
No matter what
Yeah,
it is, like I'm so there. Like I've
yeah.
never felt more connected to you.
Yeah. But anyway, stay safe. Like, do please safe. Do please stay safe. But most funny, just have fun. Next for Halloween next year, me and Max will definitely dress up for Halloween next year. Or if Halloween
I,
doesn't fall, if
I'm
Halloween,
dressed up right now like
yeah,
someone who is like coming off of an extreme amphetamine high,
yeah, y-
and having just like watched the worst film. Yeah,
yeah.
I consider. Oh wait, fuck, can't Muppet. I literally bought this to do in porn.
Yeah.
I'm going to have
Yeah.
clowns in my porn, and I don't know why. It was a joke that got out of hand. But like,
Yeah. Yeah. Even if Halloween doesn't fall on a Thursday next year,
which it
we'll
won't.
put we'll probably dress up for Halloween on one of the episodes or whatever.
Fuck
But we'll
it.
see. But
I
we'll
can do it
see.
next week as well. Like I
Yeah.
don't care.
But
I'm going to like party, but
yeah.
um, just remember that last year I went as a sexy snuff film producer, and this year I was going to go as manically depressed, manic depression. So like, don't expect a fucking little sexy devil here.
Yeah.
I go
Uh.
disturbing for my Halloween parties. I need to find a fucking train.
Uh. Halloween next year falls on a Friday.
Yeah,
So
it should. Like if it's not a leap year or anything.
yeah. So yeah. We will dress up next year.
Do you know what
I'll
film we should watch
find.
sometime? It's not strictly linked to it, but it is linked to bigotry. Soft and Quiet.
I'll check it.
It,
I'll check it out.
I had to watch that film and like I had to take a break because I was. It's the only film I've ever seen that nearly gave me a fucking panic attack. Like I'm not
I'll
going to
check it out.
rewatch that fucking thing. I'm never watching that fucking thing again.
Yeah.
But it is a fucking phenomenal film. And like if even if we don't do it here, you should watch it. It's like a one shot weird film, but it
Listen.
is
Yeah.
genuinely fucking panic inducing. So like if you start feeling anything, like pause and do something.
Yeah.
Don't because it will get worse.
Yeah. Listen. Your both of your recommendations so far with films, right? I've liked both of them. So
Yeah,
I'll check it out. And um I'll let you know what I think of it.
yeah. It
But
makes I Saw the TV Glow seem like a cheery film.
yeah. Um. That intrigues me even more. So
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Um,
yeah, it's
but
set.
yeah, and now we're going to like, and now I'm done. Like, finished
Yeah.
making
So
stuff.
yeah.
I became beautiful eventually.
Yeah.
I
So
was
yeah.
naked when I started this conversation.
Yeah. But British, you will never British, you will never see. And so if you ever wondered why Max's screen wasn't on, that's why.
I had
Um.
literally just stepped out of the shower like a second before I sat down.
Yeah. So yeah. Um.
It's been a weird day, but like,
Yeah.
yeah. Uh, hey,
Enjoy.
and also, by the way, everybody,
Yep.
I am kind of doing something really fucking weird on the side, so keep an eye out for that if you're listening to this and like my weird aesthetic. Like it's happening stuff like in a few weeks or months. I can't say exactly when, but
Yeah.
uh,
Um.
I'm going to be
Also.
doing a lot of self-plugging when that happens.
Yeah. Also. Um. This won't be happen. This will not be
Also, follow my
happening.
new account.
Yeah. I'll put the link in.
Yeah.
Also, this will not happen for a few weeks. Probably not until um. Fuck, I can remember. Remember it. This won't probably happen until the new year. But I'm
Yeah.
currently listening to a book called Lost in Translation.
Yeah.
I've got 13 hours left. But at some point, I will want to review that, and hopefully, if Max can, because I was not, she might not be able
Yeah,
to.
could you send me like the info because my brain is so fried.
Yeah, what I'll do
Because
is I'll
I
send.
just like a few days ago, I was like, I finally had the time to fucking check this out, and I couldn't for the life of me remember. And like, you, that was the one time you fuck that
Yeah,
you had decided to like turn off the fucking recording beforehand.
yeah, I'll send you
Which I
it.
get why you did. It was just like, fuck my laziness.
Yeah, I'll send you it at some point tomorrow. Um, but yeah,
Yeah,
so you got that
that
to
would be
look
great.
forward to in the new year at some point. Also I'm hoping to have um the pissed off lawyer back on.
I'm hoping that as well because I'm hoping to not be like homeless when that happens, so that I can
Um,
actually like meet with him.
it
He
will be
seems
the
like a genuinely cool dude.
Yeah, it will be the same. It will be the same month and time as he first came on because that's when he has a day off. But
So
uh,
June? No, it was
that
May.
that was
That was May. It was the end of May because I had to leave before 1st of June.
yeah because um but that will be all sorted out behind the scenes. Anyway, enough rambling. Thanks for listening. I'll put all the links down below. Have fun, stay safe. If you do narcotics, just stay safe. But have a great time, and we will see you next week. Bye,
Yes.
everyone.
Bye.
No, I want to end the recording.